Also, you know, this is the ruins of a palace outside of Cordoba called Medina Zara. Next slide. This place had, next one, these ponds where the fish, now just the fish, were fed 12,000 loaves of bread a day. You know, now there's just one, a lot of these ponds around here. And they also had, next slide, they also had the Caliph here, he also had a reception hall with, where the walls were covered in jewels. And there was a reflecting pool in front of him that was filled with mercury. And he had a guy who would, you know, be able to agitate this mercury from a hidden spot. And so imagine yourself standing, you know, you're standing in front of the ruler of this kingdom, and he just could scare the bejesus out of you by having this mercury-filled pond start to shake, and pretty soon it caught the light of all these jewels on the walls, and you'd be freaking out. Okay, so he was a very powerful figure. Next slide. Well, these are some shots from the Alhambra. The Alhambra could be a whole other lecture, which I won't go into too much, but the next couple of slides are good. Okay, that's good. You know, so with its fountains and its water wheels and its gardens and its palaces and bridges and bazaars, you know, Cordoba was just like one great big miniature golf course. I mean, it was just beautiful. It was remarkable. As I say, when the Christian knights came in and saw this, they were so blown away. They didn't quite know what to do, so they did what they usually did. Next slide, please. Keep going. And the next one. They decided to kill everybody. The next slide as well. You know, the Crusaders have been getting wrapped a lot in recent years by revisionist historians, and you know, they weren't all they were cracked up to be. Let me just read. I'm just going to read something briefly to you, which I'm glad you've already eaten, because this was something that was actually written by a Crusader. Okay, this wasn't a Muslim trying to you know, spread some bad propaganda about Christians. This took place in a place called Mara, where, as the author is a fellow named Godfrey, this is Raymond, written in the 12th century. He said, when, you know, as we were delaying there was so great a famine in the army that the Christian people now ate the putrid bodies of the Saracens were the Muslims that they killed. So these guys resorted to cannibalism, which is pretty nasty by any standard. Next slide. But apparently, you know, sometimes they would make friends and they would get along. The Muslims considered them, they kind of converted them a bit. Not so much to the religion, but to their lifestyle. Next slide. And one last few things wrapping up here with some other very important contributions.